get ourselves ready. What up, Ronnie? Alright. Everything's ready. Let's get it going. You're a vampire and you're trying to stop the epidemic that's happening in London. At first they thought it was Spanish flu, but now they know the epidemic's just creating more vampires. So your main character is trying to find a cure for everything, it sounds like. No, I'm not for sure about the people who spend the game just going around and murdering everyone, because I'm more playing like a doctor. Because everyone's like, oh, I just want to go around and I just want to drink all their blood. Originally that's what I was going to do, but then after I found out everyone was going to do that, I was like, let's play like a doctor. So we got 3 headaches, 1 fatigue, 4 headaches, 2 fatigues, 4 headaches, 4 fatigues, 4 headaches, 5 fatigues, 1 cold. Go ahead, 2 colds. So like right here, let's analyze that. Nice. So like right here, you can create medicine. Oh, sure. What up, Ryan? How's it going? The Shatteredfriend? Yes. We need to craft more blood serums. Need more ergotarmine. Yeah, I just got done doing a battle, so that's why like all my stock is replenished, because it'd be crazy. And then right here you have the skill tree. which I do need to upgrade. This. Need to upgrade my claws. Need to upgrade the blood barrier. And I don't think I have enough XP to do anything else. Wait, I can carry more ammo, so we'll do that. Oh my goodness, that would have helped so much being this level. I just fought that thing. Oh my, everyone's sick now in this district. Need more fatigue. And we need another cold. More than likely, I don't know if you'll be able to play with them because Microsoft and Sony kind of have a rivalry going on. But if they have an Epic account, you should just be able to friend them and play with them. Nice. I haven't played it in a while. I've just been playing this game. Game's annoying but fun. Yeah, one day. Right now, I've just been, like I said, playing this game. So, like this person right here.
Good evening, Miss Howard.
I can memorize them. I can take them into the shadows.
Rich,
and I can drink their blood, and I can gain all that XP.
Do you require my services, Miss Howard?
When I was checking them out in that one.
By you, mortal. This curse is beyond your science.
Little, what you call it? Open seed.
Until the day science finally admits failure, please accept this little contribution.
They call it Vampyr site.
Your efforts are admirable, though laughable.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
But the more people you drink the blood from an area, the more critical the area becomes, and the more it's like, oh.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reed. But your help is welcomed.
There is no shame in helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Nurse Brannigan has been recently accused of neglecting her professional duties. Tell me what you really think about it.
This kind of protest is nothing but elitist bullshit. I trust Nurse Brannigan with my life. She has what it takes to be a great doctor.
Do you really think she could be the next Elizabeth Blackwell?
Believe me, Dr. Reed, a time will come when skill and skill alone will determine who can be a physician and who cannot.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Yes, indeed. But don't worry, I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
I have no doubt about it, but you are still ill all the same. Please, take this medicine.
I appreciate your concern, Dr. Reed. To be honest, I just did not take the time to diagnose myself.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Go to White almost everyone's dying from something. I am playing a good doctor. I guess I must go over there.
I'm sure Albert would like to know he's been accepted by the Wet Boot Boys.
Alright, don't forget your Vampyr expenses. I can't wait till when I complete this game and I can go back to Monster Hunter and some Fortnite. I know it's such a new video when I go back to Fortnite. I'll have to do nothing but tilt the tower.
I can't believe I'm doing. I cannot enter.
Get away from me! Stop! What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh,
Right,
a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages. This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
All I can say is I'm behind the curve when it comes to upgrading weapons and all that. That's why I'm having one heck of a time doing anything. Oh, how did that stuff get on it? I think it's about time I take down Dorothy Crane.
Step away.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
You again? What do you want this time?
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
How is the sanitary situation in Whitechapel?
I'm not easily scared, but crazy killers and armed patrols are lurking about. My son's right about this place.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
How are the current conditions in Whitechapel?
When there's more people outside at night than during the day, then you've got to start to worry.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis. Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Have you any recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Nobody dares to enter the dispensary now. Rumors say the nurse has gone mad.
I'm gonna put
Goodbye,
her
young man.
down.
Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
How are the conditions in Whitechapel these days?
When I think about all the people who died trying to reach England, it seems we escaped a war just to die on foreign shores, hated by all.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Let's go a kill. A kill, a kill, a kill. I'm gonna go kill. We're gonna put that nurse in a place and shove a bloody steak up the pipe. Let's go a kill.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu.
Surely you have someone else to bother, Mr. Doctor.
How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu? Do you need my help?
I would not even accept fresh water from you, Doctor. I don't need your help.
Yes, you do. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
I said I don't want anything. But I'll keep this for those who really need it.
How is the sanitary situation in Whitechapel?
Terrible, to say the least. Maybe now you understand the importance of Dorothea's work here. But you never cared, did you?
There isn't just one way to help Whitechapel.
Your way seems to attract sorrow and despair, Mr. Doctor. Your kind of care is not what Whitechapel needs.
That's quite an accusation.
Stop pretending, Mr. Doctor. All you wanted was to confront Dorothea. You never intended to help Whitechapel's people.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Well, it wasn't too bad of a fight. Amelia's still alive, I believe. probably with Nyhart in the cemetery. I took care of that situation, gave me a nice boost to my XP. We'll hear him and we'll let him know he's been accepted.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, alright? Now piss off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go.
The doctor
Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
Free? You may soon find out that you have simply traded one set of shackles for another.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I have a future here.
Goodbye, young man.
Actually, Clayton Derby needs to be Palmer. I need to find Haushin, Nyhart, Coden Bates. And I want to go find Amelia so I can talk to her. Oh, Haushin.
Good evening, Xiaoshu.
Wang Shanghao, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
How do you feel? Physically speaking, I mean.
I don't feel good, Dr. Reed. Not at all.
You should recover quickly after taking this.
Thank you, Doctor.
Why don't you move to a better neighborhood?
I thought about it, I confess. To go back to the same empty home every day still hurts me a lot.
Why stay here, then?
I am a woman of habit, Dr. Reed. And for now, I am happier being useful in a familiar place than I would be anywhere else.
What are you doing with your time, now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to help the poor and sick of the neighborhood by handing out medicine.
That's very charitable of you. But why do it at night?
I've noticed that the most desperate people tend to go out after dark. Hence my presence, to help them when I can.
Giving out medicine? How can you afford to do that?
I am a rich widow, Dr. Reed. My departed husband left me enough money to last the rest of my life. I can spend some on those who don't have any.
Yeah, she looks like a lady.
How do you feel now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to follow your advice, sir. I won't forget the dead, but my efforts will be for the living.
I've no doubt. That is a wise and useful attitude in this part of town.
To be completely honest with you, I am also doing this for myself. If I'm destined to survive this epidemic, I need my life to have some purpose.
Do you still think about your departed husband?
Of course I do. I'll never forget my beloved Matthew, but how do I put it? Now I miss him more than I want him back.
I know what you mean. And I think it means you're getting better.
Maybe death will take me the way it took Matthew. Without warning and without mercy. But until then, I live on.
Goodbye for now.
Over the bloody corpses were rolling to find the next target of our venture accomplice. There is Mutant.
For there is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
She's lost over here all the time. Now I can't find her at all in this district. It's starting to make me upset. No, I don't want to go up there. I want to talk.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
How are conditions in Whitechapel at the moment?
I always thought it was my role to reveal what really happens in these forgotten parts of London.
And you're not sure anymore?
Emptied coffins, cannibalism, walking dead. I'm trying to report the truth about what's going on, but no one believes it anymore.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
I would say
goodbye, Mr.
insert
Darby.
Sexist joke here.
Farewell.
Nah, it's too early in the morning for that. If I was more riled up, it would be funnier. That dang Victor died, and I wanted to save him, but there she is. This mute bastard's gonna help me.
Hello again, miss.
What?
Very well. Goodbye then.
What do I do with these braille pages?
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nithercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
When she was younger, my mother was a painter and a poet. She told me many times how poor her artist friends were, and how she helped them.
My parents pay for my rent, my food, and my clothes. All I have to give them in return is lies they do not believe.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
3,000. That's some good blood quality right there.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
But too bad I'm not going to take it. I mean, it'll greatly help, but I'm playing as a doctor. So that should be everyone I viewed in this. Burrow. Oh, except for Colgate, he'll come back next time. I just saved him. And now they're wanting me to go to Ashbury's house. I exit, go to the streets, exit to the right, go down, take a left, the second left I can, follow that, and then either way will lead me there. Okay. What's up, Angel? Just trying to carve my way through 1918 London, one bloody conquest at a time. I think this was the way? No, that leads me to the dispenser and all that. I keep going straight, then take it. Gotta watch out for that beastie right there. I'll let the... Oh, it's locked,
all right.
Beepsters. So what's the way I'm supposed to go then if it's locked? I can try going through this 10 streets, right? Alright, come here. You did not want to leave me alone. I will destroy you. Yeah, that's what I thought, big boy. Don't fight someone half your size. Still injured. Alright, he called for it. I ain't gonna apologize for what I did to him. Alright, so this is the next little way that they want me to go. I will take a ring.
I cannot enter.
That's locked too. Dude, what is up with everything that's locked? Obviously, I've not gone exploring enough. Alright, so it looks like I have to go back through Pembroke Hospital and cross from the loop. Right there.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
I mean, sleeping in there ain't gonna do anything but hear everyone. It wouldn't doubt me. It seems like I inspired a lot of people who've been hanging out with me to just start streaming. And if you want to do it, just do it, you know? You can only improve by practicing. Or if you don't want to start right away and you kind of want to see the process, try and find someone and like, hey, I want to volunteer my time. What is there something I can do to help you? Most streamers would appreciate that, and they'll be like, oh yeah, sure, I can find you something to do. Kind of teach you the ropes as well. Ah, these bastards. Alright. And an axe to the face. But yeah, so Angel, if you want to start streaming, just do that. Just be like, what are some things I can do to help someone? Or just, you know, pick a game that you really enjoy and just start playing it. Just start improving your gameplay. Just start streaming it, you know? Ah, the load screen. Famous for making me mad. I'm going to go do... Personally, I love RPGs, so like, anytime an RPG comes out, I'm going to stream it. Just because I love them more than first-person shooters. FPSs are more kind of downtime. It's like when I've done all the RPGs and there's no other RPGs around, I'll start playing first-person shooters. Except when Battlefield 1 comes out. I think when Battlefield 1 comes out, with how they're talking about the game, I'm going to be spending a lot of time playing it. And I'm going to be making a lot of videos over it. There's like a Event Horizon Zero Dawn I want to get. Just because, I mean, ooh. I'm going to shut up here. I get to talk to him.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I insist you be quiet!
Son, do you not see? You are the healing balm.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
He was going to cut him off. He should have done that a little sooner so it didn't have that awkward pause.
Tired of all these
What's
puppet
going on?
shows.
Yeah, so the next playthrough of this game, I'm just going straight up being Vampyr. I'm going to, like, murder everyone I can and not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to be like, well, you messed up. Ooh.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Oh, that's the guard of Pridwin. I'm just gonna let this guy fight it all out. I'm not even gonna... Oh, dude, why are you fighting me? That's the Blood Spear. That's what I tried using, but the game only lets you have 2 abilities, and I chose Claws and Shadow Mist. So I want to keep my distance and then close in. But my spring still doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't. So I effectively have like an ability I can't even use. Son, if you want to fight, I will show you a fight. Ooh. And fight to know ya. Finish with the claws. Oh, what? Finish with an axe. Axe to the face. Axe to meet you. That dang bastard shouldn't have attacked me. I'm one of his own. At least the game's like now they're like, hey, it's not just you. Use some more vampires. Have fun.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Jonathan, this is why I quit being a vampire in the first one, so we can woo this lady. I knew she was rich. She has money crawling out of her. Oh gosh, these load scenes. Just time it. This load scene will at least be 1 minute and 30 seconds. Unless if they did a flash patch to fix everything. Yeah. Oh, that one was actually not too bad. That was like 30 seconds.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Just do it, Angel. Like, seriously, just start it and then see where it goes. Just, like I said, find out what you enjoy doing and just start doing it. Personally, like I said, RPGs are for me. On occasion, you know, first-person shooters.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady?
But I also like
Your
strategy
letter was
games.
quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
Don't forget Sean Hampton. I also turned him into one.
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
Yeah, it's gonna open despair, but...
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
Nah, like with PlayStation, you can just hit your share button and just go to broadcast settings, and then from there, you just start to stream either on Twitch, YouTube, or a thing called Daily Motion. I never heard of it, so I don't stream on
should
daily.
ask the questions, your ladyship. After all,
Twitch.
it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The
For the
situation
simple
is
fact that
critical.
when I
We do
go on
not have the
Twitch, I do
luxury
not
for
search for the
etiquette.
people
Please
with
do
like
not misunderstand me.
less than 10
I would be
streams,
delighted to discuss
10 people
mundane
watching the
matters
stream. I
or
kind of just
idle
click on the first
trivialities.
person I
If we
see.
survive the dark nights to
But
come,
on YouTube,
we shall
I
have all the
filter
time in
out
the world to speak,
upload
you and
dates
I.
and the live and all
For
that when I
now,
want to look at
please
certain
follow me,
games. So I just was thinking, you know, more people are like me. I'm going to have more of a chance of
I
being
must
successful
say,
on
your
YouTube.
house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings.
Frickin' Lady Ashbury.
I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Tea.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the guard of Priwen?
I doubt
Yeah,
it.
it's free.
Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
That's right. Me number one. That dude was like twice my height too, and I told him as well. I was like, bro, you don't fight someone half your size. They're gonna hurt you.
Should I
You fight
trust
someone
them?
your own
Of course
size.
not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
They can
Should
try.
I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
They're like Google. There's a few number of people at Google, but there's many
Have
spies.
they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their
Like every
message
time you click on an
surprised me
ad,
at
it goes through
first,
Google.
but it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
Well, you don't know me. I will do
What can you
everything I
tell
can.
me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord
Yeah, this
Redgrave
RPG
is the
is more of
founder
a-
and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Yeah, this RPG is pretty much a tailored experience, so it's not like you can truly choose what you want to do, because it's more of a character RPG. You're following the story of Jonathan. It's not like you're actually making your own story while you're going, which is why I kind of like Fallout and Skyrim and what are some other JRPGs like Monster Hunter and stuff like that. Because on those you can actually like kind of make your own character. and what you do, but ugh. I mean, No Man's Sky was pretty fun. That was an RPG. You just pretty much you became the explorer type you wanted to become.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he?
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
He very old indeed. Like, Angel, let me be clear. Streaming is not completely free, because if you don't have a good headset for good audio, people aren't really going to watch your streams. You can have a pretty cruddy, like, a resolution for your videos, but as long as you have really good audio. But if you don't have the good audio, you can have like the best resolution for your videos ever, but you probably won't get really big. Contrary, I mean, there are some exceptions like the Relaxing N. He's completely no commentary when he does his videos and when he streams, but his streaming service, he's always consistently at the highest streaming he can possibly do for resolution, so that's kind of his niche. I mean, go check him out if you want to kind of learn. Just watch other streamers, see what they do, and just kind of develop your own style from there.
How powerful is his reach?
I also developed my
Club
style
may
from
be
just
the
normal
most
people who upload
influential secret
videos.
society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
Well then, I'm gonna kill them all.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage,
I mean, if I was
Jonathan.
streaming a multiplayer
But the
game, I would
best
accept
way
it,
to
but
fight them
I'm not.
is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us is the cause of the epidemic.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal. But I swear, I had nothing to do with it.
No clue at all.
You have no idea at all. You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
I mean, if you weren't going to tell me, what good would that even do me in the first place? You know, that just...
What is the plan?
Makes no sense.
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No. You will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
Will you not visit Pembroke again?
No. I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to Pembroke Hospital for the time being.
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
I eat rats, so... I mean, they're free, no one will care, they might think you're a little gross.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things.
Ooh,
Jonathan.
Big words being thrown around there.
Promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
There ain't no friendship going on here. There's something else. Like, her eyes are normal, but when looked at my eyes, you can tell there's something wrong with me. They're like red and then like green, and it's like, ooh, what's that? These loading screens. So deliciously long and boring. Finsbury Gate. What is new dialogue available? I want to see what this new dialogue is. So forgive me for this other loading screen. But they claim. God, I wonder if I'm getting close to like the end of the game. Feels like I'm about halfway through it. Now I'm warming up. Been awake for about an hour now. Not groggy. She's upstairs. Well, I will definitely take your opium.
Hello again, Jonathan. To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Sorry to disturb you again, but could you spare me a few minutes?
Of course, my dear. Always a pleasure to speak with you.
Do you think we shall ever see better days? Or at least, better nights?
I know not, Jonathan. I have seen some horrid days in my long lifetime. Experience has taught me that one cannot outrun the fates.
When all of this is over, the war and the epidemic, we could leave the city for a while. Travel around Europe, you and I.
Traveling is always so complicated for us poor creatures of the night. But yes, I would be glad to travel the world with you, my dear.
I told you.
Will you
there's
tell me your
something
story
going on
one day,
here.
Lady Asprey?
One of them, perhaps. I have had so many lives, Jonathan. Eternity may not be enough to relate them all.
You know, this reminds me of a quote for eternity. Just imagine a mountain of diamond with a little sparrow. And when that sparrow manages to whittle down the mountain of diamond to nothing, that would be 1 second in eternity.
Concerning your investigation.
Yes?
Are you truly seeking to identify my maker?
I cannot promise you anything, but yes. I am conducting some research of my own.
Do you know if the epidemic has affected many people in the West End?
I confess I've been more concerned by events in the East End. The wealthy have more efficient ways of dealing with infection.
But this is no common epidemic.
That is true. I must tell my daughter to stay at home for a few days. But the girl is stubborn and fiercely independent. Much like her mother.
Whoa.
Goodbye, Elizabeth.
What? We got mommy vampire over here. Yeah, it doesn't bother me none. Just makes her MILF. Alright, well, I'm going to go to Dr. Swansea. I'm going to talk to him, and then I'm upgrading my character, and then I think I'm going to call the stream there. So I got 3,000 almost
So,
to spend.
Time to visit the Ascalon Club.
Where's the Ascalon Club even at? They're on the west end? Ah, screw it. Let's go visit Ascalon Club. We can go for a little bit longer. A blood trail. And the loading begins. Aha, it's locked right there.
It's locked.
Is there a way to zip up there? Yeah. Way to break through there? No? Okay, well. It's locked. They probably want me to go up and around through there, I'm guessing. Or maybe through the North Docks. Alright, well anyways, it looks like they're forcing me to go back towards the way at Pinbrook, so we'll keep to the original plan. We'll go to Pinbrook and then we'll call it. These damn allergies, man. I mean, I could possibly go down there and make my way to it, but no thanks. Ooh, we got some nut spatter here. Got some frame rate going on. I wish we could do leap. But it doesn't work. Might have to reset on the mutations. That way I don't spend unneeded points on skills I'm not going to use. Ooh. How come I never saw that there before?
Hello, Jonathan. Back from the city already? How is the situation over there?
Tense, to say the least.
I am sure every obstacle will cede to your relentless determination. In the meantime, can I be of any help?
What can you tell me about the Great Hunt?
A sad story, my dear friend. Tragic, in fact. The Brotherhood was betrayed by some of its most trusted members.
Tell me about the betrayal.
The founders of the Guard of Priwen stole precious and unique documents and reports from the Brotherhood's library when they left. They used them to identify and locate their next targets.
Oh, wow.
Why was it a tragedy?
Not only did the Guard of Priwen hunt down and kill most ancient vampires of England, they also destroyed or confiscated their possessions. Priceless knowledge was lost in just a few nights.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
Oh, the legendary founder of the Ascalon Club. I'm afraid I cannot help you with that, Jonathan.
So you do know him?
All the Brotherhood knows about him is highly confidential. He is dangerously intimate with the royal family and Britain's inner circles.
Are you afraid of him? Is he that dangerous?
No, but since most ancient vampires were killed or fled England during the Great Hunt of 1850, he may be the oldest British vampire. A myth in the flesh, so to speak.
Did you know that Lady Ashbury is an artist? And rather a good one.
Well, actually, yes. I attended an exhibition of her paintings before the war. Beautiful landscapes and stunning portraits. I wish I had purchased one.
Perhaps we could go to her next exhibition, you and I.
What a beautiful idea, Jonathan. Did you know she told me once she had been a model for famous painters? But she never told me which ones.
I shall return later. Thank you, Edgar.
Gossiping like a little schoolgirl. Or it can be the little girl like. Oh, I feel like this. Get blood spear. That. Blood barrier. Hard biting. Get the 2 of them. Fast regeneration. Get the 2 of them. Body condition, we get 3 of these. Same thing for this. Get 3 of these. Hello.
River.
Yes.
Hi, good at the lab.
Hello.
How you doing?
Not too bad.
Hey, would you be interested in coming in early this week?
What time are you guys thinking?
Well, how does 11:30 sound?
I'm making an 11:30.
Okay, that would be great. Appreciate it. We'll see you then.
Alright, see you then.
Bye.
Bye. God, great. I don't mind going early. not a bad restack of the skills. Alright, well, we're gonna call it now. That someone was lost. Yep, I didn't realize there's still 6 people over there. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it here, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, night, or whenever you watch this. And remember, be kind to your prey.